Can I thank the right honourable gentleman for the welcome that he has given me? Can I say to him, he refers to me as the second woman Prime Minister. In my years here in this House, I've long heard the Labour Party asking what the Conservative Party does for women. Well, just keeps making us Prime Minister. And it is correct that if you are black, you will be treated more harshly in the criminal justice system. It's exactly why, as Home Secretary, I dealt with the issue of stop and search. I was concerned to make sure that nobody should be stopped and searched on the streets of this country because of the colour of their skin. I did that as a Conservative. 13 years of Labour did nothing on it.
Let me congratulate the Prime Minister on her new role. But can we cut to the chase? Is she personally prepared to authorise a nuclear strike that could kill 100,000 innocent men, women and children?
Yes. And I have to say to the honourable gentleman, the whole point of a deterrent is that our enemies need to know that we would be prepared to use it. To the right honourable gentleman, I'm very happy to remember the days that he and I spent campaigning in that Parliament, in that general election in North West Durham. Little did the voters of North West Durham know that the two candidates, unsuccessful candidates in that election, would become leaders of two of this country's political parties. Although, as I would point out to the right honourable gentleman, my party's a little bit bigger than his is.
Order!
He uses the language of austerity. Can I just say this to him? He talks about austerity. I call it living within our means. He talks about austerity, but actually it's about not saddling our children and grandchildren with significant debts to come.
That we in Scotland will do everything that is necessary for us to remain in the EU.
I have to say to the right honourable gentleman, because this is a line that he has been taking for some time, he took it with my predecessor, I do find it a little confusing, given that only 2 years ago in the Scottish referendum, the Scottish National Party was campaigning for Scotland to leave the United Kingdom, which would have meant them leaving the European Union.
She also addressed insecure workers, saying you have a job, but you don't always have job security.
As to the situation of some workers who might have some job insecurity and potentially unscrupulous bosses. I suspect that there are many members on the opposition benches who might be familiar with an unscrupulous boss. A boss who doesn't listen to his workers, a boss who requires some of his workers to double their workload, a boss, and maybe even a boss who exploits the rules to further his own career. Remind him of anybody.
There will be more, so it would leave.
I agree with the Prime Minister. And we're going to make a success of it.
I'm tempted to say, Mr. Speaker, that after that my colleague will sit down and enjoy that just for the rest of the day. My honourable friend has made my day. Can I make his day, I hope, by wishing him a very happy birthday today? And can I...
President Trump has torn up international agreements on refugees. to dump international agreements on climate change. He's praised the use of torture. He's incited hatred against Muslims. He's directly attacked women's rights. Just what more does the President Trump have to do before the Prime Minister will listen to the 1.8 million people who've already called for his state visit invitation to be withdrawn?
The Right Honourable Gentleman's foreign policy is to object to and insult the democratically elected head of state of our most important ally. Let's just see what he would have achieved in the last week. Would he have been able to protect British citizens from the impact of the executive order? No. Would he have been able to lay the foundations of a trade deal? No. Would he have got a 100% commitment to NATO? No. That's what Labour has to offer this country. Less protection for British citizens, less prosperous, less safe. He can lead a protest. I'm leading a country.